guys, this is Professor Bruce from B1 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm approaching 9 years as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So one thing that I want to share with you guys today is a common question that I get asked around the academy. What's a couple things that you could have done differently when you started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? And I want to say for the most part, I would try to be more effective with my training, right? I think the most fun part of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, especially for newer people getting involved, is the sparring, right? Not only is it the most exhilarating, but a good sparring or randori session, can burn up to 1,000 calories. So people, not only do you enjoy it because of the adrenaline rush and everything that comes with it, but it's one of those things that's going to get you physically fit the fastest. However, too much of a good thing can be bad. And that was the case for me because Jiu-Jitsu was a lot newer in the area at the time. We weren't, as a group of Jiu-Jitsu practitioners, we still weren't very keen or very proficient with our training. So a lot of it would be technique that, we move on into sparring. But what that did is over time, in my experience, or how I felt personally, is that it developed holes in my game that, maybe a little bit of lack of discipline, I wasn't able, or I didn't at the time understand how to fill those gaps. It developed part of my game very well. It made me very tough, both on the practice mat and on the competition mat. But 18 plus years of training, from a technical standpoint, I understand how I could have possibly been more proficient with my training, would have made me more technical, would have then, made me a more efficient practitioner. With that being said, it's not the end of the world. Just like anybody else, you keep showing up on the mat, you keep taking, checking the points off, knowing, hey, this is what I can do to be better. And the advice that I give to my students here, our goal is to be 1% better every day. So if you do that from, like I said, a mental, a physical, and a social standpoint, you too can have a lot of success in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So what does that mean for me today? Well, today, guys, I'm still trying to seek perfection essentially, right? We may never attain it, but as long as our goal is to be 1% better every day, like I said, we can start filling up those gaps. And for me, like I said, I'm still going back to my earlier training from 18 years ago and trying not to make those same mistakes again today. Changing up my training a little bit, more training, drilling, sparring with more intent, more goals in mind. So something that I share with my student base here. And I think that's the reason why we have so many successful students on the mat today. So learn from my mistakes today, guys, and make sure that your next training session, you try to be as efficient as possible. If you have any questions on that, please feel free to reach out. We'll have our information down below. We're one email, one phone call away to help you out.